In the previous class, we have started genetic code and we have identified what is genetic code and how genetic code dictionary is possible came into existence, how genetic code is considered as having codons and what is a codon means, and codon is in which form? Codon is in triplet form. For this, in a simplified way, 4 N2 bases present in DNA. So, which are responsible for mRNA, and mRNA is carrying this in the form of what we call information, in the form of the information of DNA, and finally this process is called transcription, and this process is called translation. Translation means this information, whatever it is having here, this information is converted in the form of sequence of amino acid. How the translation process requires on this mRNA molecule with specific sequences, some other tRNA molecule will come, which is having a structure called as anticodon, tRNA. It is AUG if it is here. On this, it is having anticodon UAC. It is having 5' and 3' end, and at the one end it is having amino acid methionine. Amino acid methionine. It means tRNA is that structure which is going to decode this by forming bonds between codon and anticodon. So in the DNA replication, complementary base pairing is responsible for the formation of new DNA. In the transcription, complementary base pairing is responsible for the formation of mRNA. Whereas here, the sequence of amino acid, which amino acid has to come, next which amino acid has to come, next based upon the sequence of GGG, another tRNA molecule having anticodon CCC, having amino acid glycine. Like that, the bond between these two amino acid is called peptide bond. Like that, the sequence, first one methionine, next one glycine, next one proline or something, some X, some Y, some Z amino acid sequences is determined by the sequence of mRNA, which is in turn determined by the sequence of DNA. So the relationship between the sequences of DNA, RNA and the sequence of amino acid in a protein, peptide bond forms a polypeptide. Polypeptide chain. Polypeptide chain is nothing but protein. So the decision of making a protein, which protein has to be produced, synthesized, or which amino acids has to be come here for a particular protein is decided by DNA. So by producing mRNA with the help of tRNA able to decode the information. Hence, the genetic code is called the relationship between the sequences of DNA sequences of mRNA and the sequences of amino acids in a protein, genetic code. How can we say that? If any change happens in the DNA sequence, that change occurs in the mRNA. Same when a particular change occurs in the mRNA, it changes the sequence of amino acid. If the sequence of amino acid is changed, protein will change. So there is some relationship. This relationship is considered as genetic code. And to identify this relation, what relationship is existing, the question is, what is a codon means? Codon is defined as the set of nucleotides or N2 bases which are responsible for one amino acid synthesis. So how many N2 bases are present in a codon? And finally, as we have seen, 4 N2 bases are there in the total DNA. 4 N2 bases, but maximum possible 20 amino acids. Out of these, if A codes for one amino acid, U codes for another amino acid, G codes for another amino acid, C codes for another amino acid, only 4 amino acids can be coded. It is called singlet codon. We have seen yesterday in the previous class. Singlet codon. So singlet codon is represented by double. It is not possible because 20 amino acids are there. We can code only 4 amino acids with 4 letters. If we take 4 N2 bases by, there is a possibility of 4 into 4, 16 amino acids, but still 4 amino acids are required. This is called doublet codon. Doublet codon, not possible 4 into 4. But Gamow proposed if it is 4 into 4 into 4, that is 64 codons are possible with which we can code 20 amino acids. It means more than the amino acids codons are possible. And for this checkerboard, in the checkerboard, 64 codons are available. It means a codon is in the form of triplet. So concept, genetic code is in the form of codons, and a codon is nothing but the N2 bases responsible for amino acid, and the codon is made up of 3 N2 bases. A codon is made up of 3 N2 bases. It means 3 N2 bases is equal to 1 amino acid. So codon is always triplet. This triplet codon is possible by understanding the checkerboard. In the previous class we have seen singlet codon, doublet codon, triplet codon. Now by forming checkerboard, we are able to identify 16 blocks. In each block 4 codons. In each block, by characterizing U, C, A, G. Here, these U, C, A, G and here the complementarity, the relationship between the sequence of amino acids in a protein with reference to the sequence of DNA. What responsibility? There is no complementarity, but some relationship is there. That relationship is brought up with the help of tRNA. That's why tRNA is called adapter molecule. This is first letter. What is first letter here? Codon. Here codon, if codon is a triplet, this is first letter, second letter, third. In a codon, RNA, mRNA. What is anticodon? This is anticodon. Here it is 3 prime, this is 5 prime. At the 3 prime, it is having amino acid based upon this codon here. And here, this is called third codon, second codon, third anticodon, second anticodon, first anticodon. First, here always complementarity should be there. If A is here, U should be here. If U is here, G should be here. If C or A or G or U, the third letter of codon to the first anticodon is called UBL. UBL base. So compulsorily complementarity in the first two. Third one, UBL. So if it is A, here it may be C or A or G or U. That's why the third letter, this is called first letter complementarity. These sequences are called second letter, first letter, second letter, third letter is having out of the 4 any one option. That's why here UCAG, 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 UCAG. Now the code, number of boxes 16. In each box, possibility of 4 letters. U, first one. C. A. G. So we have to check this with the help of genetic code dictionary, which was proposed by George Gamow, physicist. And because of his proposal, he was considered as father of genetic code dictionary. Here UC, UC, C, UC, A, UC, G, UA. First 2 letters are compulsory. The last one is UBL. Any out of the 4. UA, G, UGC, UGA, UGG. Like this, in the total, we are able to get 64 codon. Let us complete this. So when we complete the 64 codons, our scientists, they have identified here polymers, homopolymers in the second, homopolymers, and copolymers. So at the time of decoding or deciphering or cracking the genetic code by the three scientists, Severo Ochoa, who has developed polynucleotide phosphorylase enzyme. With this enzyme, without any template of DNA, directly polymerase activity can be made and number of nucleotides can be added to synthesize a molecule of RNA, mRNA. So this enzyme is essential, which is called Ochoa's enzyme, polynucleotide phosphorylase enzyme. This phosphorylase enzyme, after discovering Ochoa, has defined so many sequences, so many N2 bases, various combination of bases to identify the type of amino acid they were going to synthesize. Later, Hargobind Khurana's chemical method of analysis of homopolymers and copolymers again deciphered, and finally Marshall Nirenberg and Matthew's work. Cell-free system. Cell-free system means within the cell they are not going to conduct. Outside the cell, in vitro. If we do within the cell, there are some other complexities. So, cell-free system of synthesis of polynucleotides, RNA molecules. Finally, deciphered that genetic code is made up of this third letter, and this third letter is called UBL. Because of this, the number of tRNA molecules can be conserved, less in number. We'll see in the coming classes. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Out of the 16, 16 into 4, 64 codons. And codons are always in the form of triplets. So genetic code is in the form of triplet codons. Genetic code is a triplet code. Triplet code means 3 letters is equal to 1 codon is equal to specify 1 amino acid at the time of translation. Now, when they have studied this, they identified some bases are there, some codons are there. UAA, UAG, UGA. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. These 3 codons, when they come on the mRNA molecule, listen my dear students carefully. Out of the 64 codons, 3 codons, especially UAA, UAG, UGA. During translation, when they come appear on the mRNA, they does not code for any amino acid. They does not code for any amino acid. That's why they are called nonsense codons. So whenever tRNA and ribosomes are moving at a particular region where these, any one of these, either this or this or this, any one of these appears on the mRNA, no enzyme will be activated, no amino acid will be taken, no tRNA will be charged, and it is a sign of the translation process stops. Termination of translation. That's why these codons are also called termination codons. Nonsense codons are termination codons, which terminates or stops the process of protein synthesis or translation. So simply stop codons. Out of 64 codons, 3 are called nonsense or termination or stop codons. So how many are available? 64 minus 3. 64 minus 3, 61 codons are responsible to code for 20 amino acids. In the genetic code dictionary, with the help of only 4 N2 bases of DNA or RNA, in DNA ATGC, in RNA AUGC, it is possible to code 20 different amino acid. How a single letter, if forms a codon, if we cannot code for 20 amino acid, if 2 letters codes for a codon cannot, if 3 letters are there, then only. So genetic code is in the form of triplet codons, and 61 codons to code for 20 amino acid. It means 1 codon codes for 1 amino acid. It means 20 amino acids coded by 61. It means 1 amino acid is having more than 1 codon. 1 amino acid is having more than. We will see this logically. 1 codon codes for 1 amino acid. What is codon triplet? And 20 amino acids are there, 61 codons are available. So 1 amino acid is equal to how many? 20 amino acids, 20 codons sufficient. But 61 is there. It means 1 amino acid is having either 1 codon or more than 1 codon. After knowing, this is called deciphering of genetic code. Presenting what is genetic code means. 20 amino acids, how they were coded by 4 letters. And it is able to show the relationship between DNA, RNA and the sequence of amino acid in a protein molecule. Now, salient features of, by the textbook, the first important duty of the student is, so many questions are possible. So many questions are possible. That's why it has to be prepared in this direction only. UCAG, easy to predict. The more number of times you are going to work on this, the more number of times you are going to remember a type of questions. Here, salient features of genetic code. It is compulsory for every student to prepare this checkerboard to identify the position of, they can ask, create a question. Salient features of genetic code. For PUC also, at the end of PUC, it is important. And for any national level competitive examination, it is important. Generally, before entering into these simple questions, 20 amino acids are there. How many tRNAs are possible? Every tRNA will carry one amino acid. So minimum number of tRNA should be 20. But 20 amino acids are coded by 61 codons. So possibility of tRNAs is 61. Generally, the total number of amino acids 20. If each amino acid is carried by 1 tRNA, transfer RNA, 20 amino acids, 20 tRNA. But 20 amino acids are available in the form of 61 triplet codons. It means every triplet codon is nothing but one amino acid. So possibility of tRNAs, 61 tRNAs. We'll see such type of questions. First, the same concept. Out of 64, 61 are sense codons, 3 codons are nonsense codons. In the genetic code, it means 20 amino acids coded by 61 codons. For understanding, without writing all those things, a single sentence. Genetic code is in the form of a triplet. Genetic code is in the form of triplet. That means that is 3 N2 bases is equal to 1 codon. Codon means not 1 N2 base, 3 letters. 3 letters on the mRNA molecule is equal to 1 codon. That's why it is called triplet, and which is able to define one amino acid. One amino acid. So when one codon defines one amino acid, and codon is in the form of 3 letters, N2 bases, such a codon is called triplet code. Genetic code is commaless. Genetic code is comma-less. Let us see this. What is meant by comma-less? In any language, when we are creating a sentence, there are punctuations like comma, full stop, apostrophes, exclamatory words, question marks, dot, colon, therefore. So some punctuations are there to give some meaning to that sentence, either to stop the sentence or continue the sentence. But genetic code dictionary, genetic code is also a language, but without punctuations. It means simply without any comma, without any full stop, without any apostrophes, or without any exclamatory words or question marks. Genetic code is a language which appears on the mRNA like this. So there is no comma at all. There is no punctuation, there is no full stop. It's a continuous. Genetic code is comma-less. No punctuations are present. No punctuations. The code read in a continuous manner, without any stopping, without any break, without any gap. Genetic code is a triplet code. Genetic code is comma-less or no punctuations. For example, genetic code is universal. Genetic code is universal. Genetic code is universality of the code. What is meant by universal? For example, in a organism, UUU, 3 uracils codes for phenylalanine. In an organism, if the following UU codes for phenylalanine, it will be same in every organism in this universe. Maybe it is a unicellular microscopic organism, maybe it is a plant, maybe it is an animal, higher animal, or human being. If UUU is present, it codes for the same amino acid phenylalanine. This is called universality of the code, or genetic code is universal. Genetic code is universal. Same phenylalanine codes for UUU, and it will be same in plant or animal, plant or animal or microbe, any organism. Genetic code is unambiguous. Genetic code is unambiguous. GUOUS. UNAMBIGUOUS. Unambiguous or non-ambiguous. Non-ambiguous. Ambiguity means confusion, either this or that. Second option, second thought. But here No ambiguity. There is no confusion. What is meant by no confusion? What is meant by unambiguous? What is meant by non-ambiguous? Every particular codon codes for a particular amino acid. A particular codon amino acid. Every particular codon, for example, AUG is there, it codes for methionine. AUG, wherever you see AUG, it codes for AUG does not code for some other. This is called genetic code is no ambiguity is existing in the genetic code, but some exceptions are there in mitochondria and protozoans. We'll see in the coming classes. A particular codon codes for a particular amino acid. A particular codon cannot code for two different. So in the NEET questions, a particular codon cannot code for two different amino acids. Note out this point, my dear students. A particular codon is specific for a amino acid. It means a single codon does not code for two different amino acids. Again, a correlated structure. Sixth point, genetic code is degenerate. Sixth one, genetic code is degenerate or degeneracy of the genetic code. Again, degenerate means in the genetic code dictionary 20 amino acids are there, but 61 codons are possible. It means one amino acid is coded by more than so an amino acid is having maybe one codon or two codon. Some amino acids are having three codons. Some amino acids are having four codons. Some are having. It means genetic code is degenerate or degeneracy of the code means with the help of deciphering the code, 20 amino acids possible, 61 codons. So one amino acid is equal to one codon. Like that 20 amino acids, 20 codons are enough. But we are having 61 codons. It means one amino acid is coded by more than one codon. For example, this is a question for the practice of students. Student has to practice on this, otherwise there is no chance of answering questions in the NEET examination, because multiple forms of questions only on the sequence. For example, methionine and tryptophan, only one codon. Only one codon. Second, some amino acids, two codons. There are, you have to sit and see in the genetic code dictionary that is in that checkerboard, 9 different amino acids are having two codons. 9 different amino acids are having 2 codons. Third example. Some amino acid like isoleucine has 3 codons. Fourth point, in the same examples, genetic code is degenerate. Degeneracy means because of the available 61 codons and 20 amino acid, an amino acid can be coded by more than one codon. And every particular codon is equal to same amino acid. So if you understand this, some amino acid like ILE, isoleucine, has 3 codons. Some amino acids are having 4 codons. I am giving you for information, in the genetic code dictionary, there are 5 amino acids. 5 amino acids are having 4 codons. Last point, there are some amino acids having 6 codons. Some amino acids are having 6 codons. There are 3 amino acids. 3 amino acids having 6 codons. Let us calculate from here. 3 amino acids into 6. 18 codons are possible. 5 amino acids into 4. 20 codons are possible. 1 amino acid into 3. 3 codons are possible. 9 different amino acid into 2. 18 codons are possible. 2 amino acid. Here 1 codon. Here 1 codon. 2 codons. Let us count. 2 codons. 18 codons. 3 codons. 20 codons. 18 codons. Ten, 13, 21, 3, 5, 61 codons. Out of the 64, 61 are possible sense codons, which will code for 20 amino acid. Degeneracy means 20 amino acids are present, but codons are 61. It means every amino acid is having more than one codon. And we have given the explanation. Which amino acids are having, you have to count. How many amino acids I have given? For example, some amino acid is having, I have given 2 examples. Methionine and tryptophan, only 1 codon. They are not having more than. So, all are having code is degenerate. But these 2 are neat question. They were not degenerate codon because they are having only 1. If they are having more than 1 codon, all are called degeneracy of the code. Some amino acids having 2 codons, some are having 3 codons. I have given example. So first thing student has to do is you have to prepare the genetic code chart, checkerboard, by showing the 3 letters, first, second, third. Practicing it, first you write and identify the names first. Write 20 amino acids. Later identify which are having same. They have given the code SCR, serine, LU, leucine, glycine, lysine, alanine, tryptophan, glutamic acid, glutamine, asparagine, aspartic acid, threonine, tyrosine. They have given all first write on a white paper. Try to identify according to that checkerboard how many are having, you will get this number. Some are having only one, some are having two, some are having three, some are having four, some are having. See the amino acid which is not having 5 codons, no amino acid. 5 codons are not there. 4 codons are available, 6 codons are there, 3 are there, 2 are there, 1 is there. So, my dear students, asking questions in different angles, multiple n directions, multiple directions, possibility is there. You find out this. So, genetic code is degenerate. How degeneracy of code is possible? Because of Hubble base. Because of Hubble base. So, whenever Hubble base is there, third codon corresponding to the first anticodon of tRNA is a Hubble. That's why it is possible and a degeneracy of code is existing. Make a note of this, again and again practice. Degeneracy of the code. Here, last statement, every amino acid may has one codon or more than one. For example, 2, 3, 4 and 6. Abstract picture of genetic code degenerate. 7, 5. So we have seen first one triplet code, second one comma-less, third one universal. After this, genetic code. Initiation codon. Always genetic code has to be started with first codon, that is called initiation codon. In the mRNA coding sequences, the first sequence is called initiation codon, and generally initiation codon is AUG. So initiation codon is AUG, and AUG codes for methionine. And AUG codes for, it is acting like initiator codon. As long as AUG is not there, initiation of translation, synthesis of protein, peptide bond formation may not exist. So always in the genetic code, there should be an initiation codon to start the synthesis of proteins or polypeptide chain or amino acid. And the first amino acid generally is methionine. In prokaryotes, it is N-formyl methionine. In eukaryotes, it is methionine. A formyl group is attached to the amino group of amino acid. So we'll see that in the part of translation. Genetic code, initiation codon, always AUG stands for. In the genetic code, always termination codon. So the language of mRNA and the genetic code, mRNA undergoing translation, there is some place at some region, termination codon will come, which stops the process of translation. That's why these are called terminating the process or stopping codons. That does not code for any amino acid. So no tRNA will activate, no enzyme will bring any amino acid. So the process of protein synthesis will stop. So genetic code, as long as termination codon does not appear on the genetic code, the process of protein synthesis will not stop. So in the genetic code, there are 3 stop codons. They are UAA, UAG, ochre, amber, opal. UAA, UAG, UG. There are 3 codons. Either this one or this one or this one. When they appear on the mRNA, it is a sign that it is going to stop because no amino acid, no tRNA will come. So they are called. So genetic code, salient features, it has to, you have to write all these compulsorily. These, whenever they ask any 5 properties or 6 properties, it is better to write all. Chances of asking questions. Brun identified, discovered termination codons. Salient features of genetic code. We'll see in the next class genetic code and mutations. After that, we'll enter into translation process, then gene expressions. Some complicated structures are there. You have to read them, listen them thoroughly and practice. All the best.